A very good morning to everybody. Thank you very much for CBMRA and also Humanology for organizing this. I'm Dr. Liao. I'm the moderator of today's sessions. So today's session is really touched my heart because for those who knows me personally, okay, from last year I managed to reduce nearly 8 kg of my weight. And also so that's one of the areas that I would like to learn. Not only that, today's topic is more than that. It's not only slimming down, looking good, but even though I myself, definitely the expert will comment whether my shirt color is suitable or not. How is it, my spec, is it suitable or not? You know, so for me, I have no knowledge on it. Even though table manual, so I have learned before. Frankly speaking, I forget at least, I would say that I forget at least 80 to 90% of it. So because of this today, in a very short while, so we pick up the skill as much as you could so that you will learn something from that. Let me introduce to you Miss Michelle. Miss Michelle is a corporate trainer with a diverse background. She trained in the area of business etiquette, image consulting, sales, customer service, and also consult companies in the skincare product development. She is tri-lingual, speaking English, Bahasa, Mandarin, of course the other dialect as well. As far as I know, she worked with the airline industry before. She have developed so many areas, and also just to formally to share with everybody. So she is one of the experts. They will develop the e-learning platform for body language together with me in a very short while. We are in the middle of reading it because certainly recently something pop up. So because of that, I defer that. I will activate back by this week. So stay tuned with us. So because the way how do you learn use body language, now I'm still doing data collection through the online version. So if a person sit only like this, okay, for example, sit only like this when they are listening, what does it mean? And also the others, how does it mean? Your facial expression. That's why now when we talk about online, so facial expression is the most important part, which is in our face muscle. There is a total of 128 muscle actually that shows how is my facial expression it would be. Because for example, if you tell a person a statement, this month we might have a salary cut, you will be able to know what is a reaction from the facial expression. Through online, you can analyze it actually easily. You can know whether when you send an email, so whether the person will tell you, reply you, whether true or not true. All this skill, we will document it in the form of e-learning. So stay tuned with us. So without further taking up Michelle time, I think it's good that I should shut up. Okay, so to learn from the expert today. So then I will pass to Michelle to continue with it. So thank you very much. So see you during closing. So I got some research finding that I'd like to share. If you're interested to stay for a while, so there are some very interesting research finding actually. Thank you very much.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? All right, okay. Yes, okay, very good. All right, so thank you, Datos, for the introductions. And my name is Michelle Son. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to thank the Humanology and also the CBMRA for organizing today's webinar, right? So it is my pleasure as being here to share with everyone about this topic of the looking great after COVID-19. All right, so can you just give me a second because I could actually see my slides. All right, so you can see the slide, right? Okay, okay, right. So this is about myself that just now Dato already have a brief introductions about myself. So in fact, I'm the certified by this American Board of NLP as an NLP practitioners and coach, right? So having a diploma in style coaching from UK and also the certified by this professional image consultant international. So as you can see that also a diploma in graduate diploma in business management and a private secretaryship, and I also are certified beauticians and also PSMB certified trainer. All right. So today for today's sessions, I'm going to talk and share with everyone about the 3 takeaways. So the first one is the 5 level of business dressings to casual wear, right? So and the second one, the takeaways will be to identify the appropriate colors for yourself, right? And third one is mix and match colors to look great. All right. So it is very important that these 3 takeaway, right? And based on study, right, from this Dr. Albert Marabians about this 55, 38, and 7 rules, right? As you can see from the charts here, so the 55% is actually go with the how you look, right? So how you look is the core, and only 38% is the way you speak. That means that it's your tonality and your pitch that you speak, right? And only 7% is the words that you use, the choice of words that you use during your conversations. So we come back to this 55% is a core here, right? So the 55% you will be able to see the 5, our physical appearance and also the grooming part and also the body language, right? And now, for the company image, personal image. Every one of us here, we have a 2 image that we carry in our life at this moment, all right? So the company image is what we are here. That you are representing the company, right? If you work with a company, you are representing the company with a brand, and also you are the ambassador for the company. So you need to project the company image that the company wants you to project to, right? As for the personal image here, is something that you are totally different from looks from the work, right? It's your personal time, the leisure times that. So you are, ladies and gentlemen, you must be able to define these 2 images, right? Image for yourself that's to dress appropriately and at work or at different occasions. All right. Okay. So then we will go to this 5 takes away. The takes away for 5 level of business dressing. All right, it is very important that now is the MCO durations, right? So after MCO lifted, so it is very important that everyone that you will go back to office to work, right? You must be able to know that the 5 level of business dressing to the casual wear, right? And how do you determine what to wear, right? It is depending on the what we call COP. What is COP stand for? First is C is respect the culture. All right. So respect the culture. You must know that the company that you work with or the companies that you are going to visit, that's right. You must respect the people, the culture, the place. That's the dressing. For example, like Japanese company, they are very what do you call that? They are the etiquette, the dressing. They are very professional. They are neat and tidy, right? So you need to wear towards according to that manners, right? And also that when we talk about the occasions, right? What kind of occasions that you are going to? You're going for dinner, lunch, formal, or the team occasions. So you must dress according to the occasions, right? And the people that you are meeting. So who are you going to meet with, and how are the people that likely to be dressed? So these are the things, 3 things, a COP you must consider and well prepared ahead first before you go to meet with the people to the organizations. All right, are we all right with that? Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, especially for gentlemen here, right? So we have a 5 level of business dressing to casual wear. So as you can see here, the first level is what we call the business professional. So for the business professional, right, it's usually is the 2 pieces of suit, right? So the color is matching and the fabric is similar, is matching in one set, right? And also that you will see that it's wearing tie as well, right? And the inner shirt, what we call it is a dress shirt, must be with a collar and is highly contrasting color, so it will look as those as professional, right? And the level 2, which is a business smart. Okay, for business smart, the difference between the business smart and the business professional is the without jacket, right? So make sure that for level 2, a business smart, the gentlemen, you have to wear the slack, the pants in darker colors, right? So it will shows the professional, right? Then let's look at the level 3, which is a business modern. Okay, so gentlemen, when you look at this business modern, nowadays most of the people, even in the office, they are more in the business modern look, right? The prints and patterns for the dress shirts, they will have a little bit of striped shirts, striped colors, stripe, and also the checkered, right? So for business modern is more towards that, right? So to look more professional, I would advise that, you know, the base of the shirt preferably go with white color, right? And then the striped shirts, the line, try to choose the line with a little bit thick, thinner, right? So it will deem to be business modern. And that's we will also talk about the office casual, right? So for office casual, gentlemen, when you are level 4, the moment that the bottoms, the slack or the pants is go with khaki, so it will be office casual, right? Anything that the bottom is lighter, the pants is lighter than the top of the shirts, right? So it's considered office casual, right? And last but not least, for level 5, which is the casual. So gentlemen, when you are wearing casual, please be more careful on the selections of the shirts, especially those that with the words in front or at the back, because you do not want to have some funny wordings that will make yourself look like a fool, right? Especially that, you know, the words that is not in the correct grammar, all right, and the spelling as well. And make sure that for level 5, you are in the choose something that with a collar, right, without the round neck. It seems more professional in the casual wear, right? And also make sure that you tuck in your shirts, looks neat and tidy. All right, so gentlemen, so this is for the level 1 to level 5. Later on, if we have times, I will go on with more sharing sessions for these gentlemen for the outfits as well. All right. Okay. Now let's look at the ladies. Ladies also have 5 levels of business wear as well. All right. So now, can ladies also quickly just to type it up in your chat box, right? For this 5 level of business wear, from the most formal to the least formal, right? Using the alphabeticals to arrange it, right? So I just want to see that, you know, based on the gentlemen's the 5 levels, right? The understanding for the women side, that's for this 5 level, is it the same? Can you just quickly go on to do that, right? For gentlemen, you are also welcome to participate because this is good for the benefit of for your wife as well. All right. Okay. Now, all right. So now, so what is the right sequence for this business 5 level of business wear to casual wear? All right. So the first one will be the C, right? C is a business professional, as similar to the gentleman's. It's the 2 pieces of suits, right? Make sure that is highly contrast for the dress shirts, right? And the collar, if for ladies or for men, that the collar must be structured, right? And usually for the business professional, you will go on with the neutral colors, right? So what do I mean by neutral colors? Neutral colors are those like black, white, gray, brown, beige color, and blue, right? So it is universal colors that everyone can wear the outfits. All right, so let's look at the level 2. Level 2, which is the business smart. Okay, for business smart, we will have a different in terms of the fabrics or the colors for the tops and bottoms as well. And this also can be in the 3 pieces like the skirt as well, and also together with the dress, our inner blouse as well for the combinations. As long as it look neat and tidy and also have a very clean cut and structured collar, that will deem to be a business smart. All right, so let's look at the level 3, business modern. Okay, for business modern, it's more the color can be more vibrant a little bit, right? So as you can see that here, the photo, you can have the top. Ladies can choose the cardigans, right? Those kind of fabric, the soft type, right? As compared to the level 1 and 2, which is very structured and it's like you can stand alone when you hang it, right? So for that, that's for business modern, right? And then you can add a little bit of this what we call the belts and some accessories as well. But please make sure that the accessories is not like the chunky, very big kind of accessories that around your body, right? Okay, and the level 4 is the office casual, right? So the office casual, the ladies, you can go a little bit more with fun with the playing with the prints and patterns as well. All right, so as you can see here, the prints and pattern is more colorful, right? But please also bear in mind that when you are choosing for prints and patterns for ladies, right, you have to make sure that there are 3 things you need to take into considerations. First is the body scale, which means that are you consider yourself petite or average or very big size, right? So for the prints and pattern, choose according the size, choose according to your body scale, right? And also that's usually for office casual, that's ladies will be wearing something like this is what we call the capri pants, right? So as long as it's not above the at the below the knee level, right? So it will still okay, that's the acceptable for office casual, right? It's slightly above the ankle, right? So and let's look at the casual, the level 5, which is wearing the jeans. Some people will call it the denim, right? So for the jeans, right, make sure that the jeans is without the tones as well, like the holes, right? So make sure is the piece of the jeans that is clean and simple, no any additional design like all the bling bling around your waist area, the pockets, right? And make sure that looks clean and neat and tidy. All right. So for this level, right, and now before I go on with the color analysis, right, to sum up this, ladies and gentlemen, after this MCO is lifted, right, most of the company that's they will not go with the level 1, right, business professional, right. So a lot of company will go towards the business smart, right, and because the company expecting the staff to be action orientated. What do I mean by that is like what is Miss Winnie shared yesterday about this competitive work in the workplace, right? So you need to know that right now you have to switch your mindsets that you have to wear something light and not heavy so you can move faster, work faster, be more efficient in that. And ladies and gentlemen, if you need to look fit and healthy as well, so do more exercise at that, right? Okay, so when in this one, then we have shared about the business casuals to the business professional. All right, so and the next thing, once you know that the 5 levels, the next thing is the color analysis, right? Okay, as a trained image consultants, right? So we are trained to see colors, right? It is very important, right? What do I mean by that? Later on, what I will do is I will have, actually now I have 2 cameras, right? So when I'm doing the sharing on the live, which means that I will be using my tools that's to doing the sharing on live, right? So you will be able to see that the colors actually, how I do the color analysis, right? So now, let me ask you questions. Why color is important to us? Is color important, right? Yes. The color will make us feel happy, confident. It will affect and influence our mood, and it will let us look healthy, radiant, look young, look the smaller or bigger size that we want to, right? So it is very important that colors in our daily life. So you wear the colors or the colors wear you. Do you understand what is the difference? All right, so now I'm going to do a quick demo, right, on myself as a model, right, so that you can see the colors, I wear the colors or the colors wear me, right? So for the following slide that I have here, right, I'll be sharing later on to with this Humanology, so you will get a copy of that, right? Don't worry about that. So it's better that I do.
Camera is off.
My camera is off, is it?
We couldn't see you.
Oh, you couldn't see me. All right, let me.
I could see the slide only.
You could see the slide. Okay, I'm going to switch on the other camera. Yeah, just bear with me for a while. All right. All right, so everyone can see me, right, for 2 cameras?
Yes, I can see you.
Cameras can see me, very good. Right, so what I'm going to do is, so what do I mean by the colors wear you or you wear the colors, right? So first of all, as a trained image consultant, what we will do is we need to do the color and the analysis. So by doing color analysis, the first thing is I have a tools here. This is a white piece of clothes, right? I need to strip on this. I need to wear it, right? Just to make myself that don't be distracted by any other colors. Right. So when we do warm and cool sessions, when we do the color analysis, right, this is what you can see, right? Everyone can see, right? So the tools here, I have the pink drapes and the orange drape, right? So the orange drape is what we call the warm, right? Warm colors. And fuchsia, this is the pink colors that we drape as for the cool, right? So now I'm going to do it to myself, right? Test on myself, and I would like everyone's help that to look at my face, all right? Do not be distracted by the color. When I'm doing the color drapes like this, right? You're just focusing on my face, right? So when you look at my face, right, you will see whether my face is look more radiant or more yellowish. So if the colors is towards very yellowish, then that's not my color, all right? So if the colors that bring me up and looks radiant, that is my color, all right? So I'm going to do it now. You tell me which one is it. Can you see the difference? So which color is nicer? Pink. Orange. Oh, I see that most of people will say it is pink, right? Okay, for those that who mentioned that choose a pink, why? Is it really bring up my face, right? Okay, for orange, let's do it one more time. Okay, do you see that? Do you notice that if I put on the pink color, my face look more radiant, right? All my imperfections area, what do I mean by imperfection area? Which is like my dark eye circle or the fine lines or the skin texture, or even you have a pimple, it will be very visible, all right? All right, so my color actually, as I can see here, most of people will say is pink, right? Oh, both is suitable with you. Okay, yeah. I think that you need some time to train, because as an trained image consultants, we train to see colors, to learn colors for a year, right? And for colors is 1,000 colors that we are looking at, right? So this will obviously that the pink looks better in me. All right. Okay. So once that we know the colors, the pink is cool colors looks good in me, and then the other thing is I will show you that. Right. This is a color palette. Right. So I have a warm and cool color palettes, right? So this is, you let me know which one is suitable for me as well. Okay, my left hand side is the spring color, warm color, and my right hand side is cool colors. So if you think that is cool, and then you just need to comment at the right hand, right? Okay, and then this is the warm left. So which one is better? Right? Can you see? Warm. Warm. Cool. I can see that. Warm. Most of people will say that is warm and cool, right? Okay. Right. So, in fact, if I'm wearing for this warm color palette, right, my facial features especially, will it be noticeable or not so noticeable from around? Right? Okay. Right? Can you see that? Okay. This is my right hand, and this is my left hand. Can you see that? Right? So, okay. Warm, cool. All right. Because so many people, either is warm or cool, right? Okay, so as a trained image consultant, again, that colors that actually suitable for me is cool, which is, this is what we call the, belongs to winter colors, right? As you can see here. And it's really bring out my features as compared to the warm, right? What do I mean by that? If you look at the warm, right, will you have a thing that is like you feel like distracted by the colors, but in fact you need to focus at my face, right? Not my face, right? So if this warm, right, is it distracted because you keep looking at the colors instead of my face? And let's look at this, right? Okay, so my color is cool color palette and belongs to winter, right? So this is how we do color analysis. But of course that in color, this is a very simple colors we are talking about, right? In fact, in the 4 seasons, right? 4 seasons is a basic one, which is winter, summer, spring, autumn. But in actual fact that the color analysis, we have 16 seasons, right? I'm just using 2 to simplify to let you see that the color analysis. All right, another thing I will do one is, okay, let's look at this 2 shirt, right? So this is spring and this is autumn, right? And when I put up the spring, do you think that the spring actually can see my features, or my features actually disappear? Because you are all zooming and look at the colors for the spring colors, right? The shirt. And this is autumn. Am I look down to you? All right. Now, I'm going to show you another 2 more. Right. So this is winter. Right. This is winter color. And this is the summer colors. So which one is better? You see that my features is really prominent. One is which color? Winter. Yes. Now you got it right. So I can see that people that start mentioning about winter. Yes, this is how we do color analysis, because you want to wear the colors. You do not want the colors to wear you, right? But if you want the colors to wear you, also that you have to see the occasions that you are going to. For example, like the evening events, right? You want to be the main person that everybody can notice in you. So by all means, wear something is striking, is high complementary colors that's to shine you up. All right. So this, in this case, I'm the winter season. All right. So for color analysis, as you can see, this is the color wheel, right? It is very important that you must know that the color wheel. All right. Can you name me the primary colors and the secondary color? And these colors, right, we have been long learned when we are since our child as a child, right? So the colors for the primary are those colors that yellow, red, and blue, right? So the secondary color will be green, and then the orange, right, and purple, violet as well, right? So that's made up of the whole thing of color wheel, right? So in color wheels, that we are divided actually to 2 the 2 category, like I've mentioned earlier, the warm and cool, right? So for the winter, for the cool color palettes, right, is more towards the blue and the violet base, right? For the warm color palettes, right, is towards the yellow to green color base undertone. All right, so it is very important. And now the next thing that I'm going to share with you is the color concept. What is color concept? Right, the color concept, we have 3 color concepts that I'm going to share with you. But in fact, there are more than 3. But as a start, let's go with the 3 color concept. The first one is the monochromatic. All right. So what do I mean by monochromatic? Monochromatic is one color, different shading. Okay. For example, we are taking the orange color, right, as an example. The orange color, as you can see in the color wheel, the outer layer, the first layer is the pure colors, right? So the second colors at the color wheel here is the orange add with white colors, right? So that you look at the colors is a little bit of white, right? With the white colors. And then with the third layer is the orange mixed with gray. That's why a little bit of muted. And the last layer is the orange color add with the black colors. This is why that you can see a darker orange color. So this is how that the monochromatic is dressing up, right? Okay. It's suitable for the business professional attire, right? Because the monochromatic you can add together with the what do you call that? The neutral colors as well. What do I mean by neutral colors? Neutral colors are those colors that like black, white, navy blue, brown, dark brown. All this color, beige color, is the universal colors that everyone can wear it easily and can mix and match other colors easily, right? So the first thing you need to know is you must know that whether are you a warm or cool person, right? Then from there, that you will be able to know that's the seasons as well. Okay, just now I missed out one step, right? Okay, for the warm and cool, right? The warm and cool, we have 4 seasons, right? So which are the 2 seasons belongs to warm, right? The spring and autumn belongs to warm category, and the cool color palette is blue and what do you call it? The winter and the summer, right? So it is from there, then you will be able to know that the concept that they're doing the mix and match for monochromatic. Another benefits for monochromatic is very good for those who have petite size, that it can actually visually looks taller. You will make looks taller as well, right? So the slide, the photo, I will be sharing that later on in the with the Humanology. You can have a look of the colors as well. All right. So the next one we will talk about is the analogous. All right. So for analogous, what do I mean by that? Analogous is the colors at the side by side, right? You will not, you cannot jump the colors to another opposite of the color wheel. So it's the side by side at your color wheels. For example, right? If your wow color, your dominant color, for example, is this red colors, right? So you either choose the analogous color from left down, 2 more, right? That means a red, orange, orange, red, orange, and the orange to do the combinations for your outfits. Or you either go with the red violets, or violets, right? To do the combinations. So it must be side by side. And the most is 3 colors only, right? You cannot go more than that. If you go more than that, the color mix, right, then it looks very messy, right? As looks like the Christmas trees as well. So when you go and choose the colors, right, so you will do the mix and match and the side by side. And what is the beauty of this analogous concept? The analogous concept for this, right, is you will look more sophisticated and elegant as well, right, for the analogous. And another tips that for analogous mix and match sessions, mix and match colors, right, what you can do is you can use the ratio of 60, 30, and 10, right, to do the mix and match. What do I mean by that? Right, okay, I will show you the example. I use myself as an example, okay? So now, as you can see that the outfits I'm wearing, right, is blue color, right? This is the lighter colors top, and the belt, even belt also I put it to the blue, light blue, and the darker pants in navy blue colors. All right, so when I do I want to mix and match with the analogous, what I'll do is I will wear this color, right? The light green color. So this color will mix myself that look, right? So this is what I mean, the 60, right? 60 will be the pants, and 30 the jacket, and 10 for the blouse as well. But also if you can use it as if you don't have a jacket, right? So you can have 2 pieces as well, which means that the 10% or 30% you can use it as in, the 10% use it as in for the belt as well. All right. Okay. Now another thing. All right. So this is for the analogous, right? And then just now we have shared about the analogous monochromatic, right? So this is exactly the monochromatic. And one thing about the monochromatic also, that's right, if you're wearing a darker colors at the bottoms, for those that have a concern about the bottoms, the size is larger at the compared to the top, right? So usually as an image trained image consultant, I will advise them to wear darker colors at the bottoms and lighter colors on top. That will have a what do you call that, the proportionate effect, and you will look slimmer, right? Okay, and then the last but not least, that we are talking about the complementary. All right, so for complementary, how do you see the complementary? Right, complementary is the colors that directly opposite each other. For example, now we are talking about this orange, right? We have an orange and blue, orange and blue, right? So this is the complementary colors, right? Orange and blue, like what I'm wearing the blue, right? If I just put up another color, orange, right, it's going to look very different. Right, so let's look at this orange color. Right, so does it look different right now? Right, so this is what we mean by the mix and match of the color concept. But of course, that the color that you are wearing, you are choosing, right, they have a value as well, the intensity as well. So it's depending again your value and intensity. What do I mean by that? Some people, they can carry a stronger colors. Like me, I can carry a very strong colors like this, the blue colors, right? Some people, they cannot carry such a strong value of the color, the intensity as well, because this is very strong blue, right? They can wear something that is lighter, like what I'm wearing the shirts right now, all right? So you must know that your intensity, your value, that's to dress accordingly and choose from the, based on the color seasons that you know, right, to do the mix and match. And third thing is the color concept that come into this consideration. All right, okay. So, so far, any questions? Anyone have a questions? Right? Okay. If you don't have that, why the screen suddenly off? You can't see the screen. All right. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just now you can see my screen. Are you able to see my screen just now throughout the whole session? Yes, okay, very good. Right, okay, thank you. So with that, you can see that here I have all the colors tools that for doing for this color analysis. And also one thing that for men as well, that if you are wearing ties that in the office, so the tie selections is also very important, right? Because for what I've shared right just now, the level 4 for this color analysis for the body the business dressing, right, for men, right? If you are wearing something that the top is darker colors and the bottom is lighter, so obviously that you need to choose a tie that's in lighter color, right, to make it harmonize, right? But if you are wearing something that professional wear, the color for the shirt is lighter, right? You definitely need to choose something that is darker colors like this. Right? So that will create the contrasting to your profit, right? It's very important. And for a man, if you are buying the shirts, right, off the rack from the departmental store, you have to make sure that you choose something that we have so many different what do you call that, the cuts, right? You have the slim cut, you have the regular, right, cuts. So you have to make sure that your body shape, right, is able to suitable for the slim cut or the body or this what do you call that, the regular cut, right? And then the other thing is for this tie, right? Make sure that the tie, because right now the tie for the different the new era, the people that have the car, you see what's the difference, right? The size at the bottom here, right? So of course, if your body scale is petite to average, right? So we will encourage that to wear this type of tie that here is slimmer, smaller, right? Whereas for this, right, it looks very big here and wide. This is usually for the people that who are, you know, very tall and big size, that's to wear, right? Is then you will have more proportionate as well. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, any questions? Right? Okay. And
There
then
is
for
a question from there is one question from Christine. How about makeup colors matching with outfit just now? Quite some
the
time
makeup
ago.
colors, for the makeup colors, of course, first we need to determine that whether are you a warm or cool person, right? So from there, then you'll be able to know that whether the warm belongs to the spring or autumn, or the cool is the winter and summer, right? So from there, then we will able to go with the third, what do you call that? Another seasons that's for the warm and cool for the makeup as well. So for makeup, I would advise that, right, for those that who belongs to the warm, right, choose the color palettes that is more towards a yellowish olive colors undertone, right? And then for the cool colors, choose the bluish to the purplish colors undertone, right? That is very important, right? Okay, so because I do not have the color palettes with me for the makeup, but I can be able to share it in the slide. Then later on, you all can access and see that the colors as well. All right? Okay.
Another question. How to determine myself is belongs to warm or cool color?
Okay, very easy. Besides using for these tools, right? Because I think that not many people will have this warm and cool these tools, right? For red, pink, and orange color. So the other thing that what you can do is using the vein as well, right? So we have the veins that we look at our veins here, right? The veins color. If your veins color is towards the bluish and purplish, that you are consider a cool person, right? Cool color. So if the veins are more yellowish to the olive, right? The greenish, sorry, the greenish to olive colors, right? So you will have to be the warm color person, right? And then the other thing maybe that you will see that, no, my veins, right? I look at it is like I have a combination of the greenish and the this bluish, right? So you might be the neutral side, which means you can wear the warm and cool color palettes as well. But another method that if you think that you are quite confused, right? What we can do is you have to use your silver, right? Silver, your jewelries, silver colors and the gold colors. Right? So you wear it and you see which color is more suitable and flattering and bring you up. That will be your color. Right? So for silver, belongs to cool, right? Cool palettes, and the gold belongs to the warm color palettes, right? So that's a quick assessment. But of course, as a trained image consultant, we will need to go through the whole flow of the color analysis to come up with your wow colors, and then to share with you, to teach you how to do the mix and match by the different concepts like what I've shared just now, the monochromatic, the analogous, the complementary. So it will be the whole, actually it's a whole thing, the whole package, right? So right now, any other more questions? Right? So if not, right, and then the other thing that what I will share is for the benefits of the ladies, Muslimah ladies, right, and because you are wearing a scarf as well, right, the tudong, and also for the ladies who like to wear prints and pattern, right, so as you need to know that your facial features, right, is more towards masculine or feminine. What do I mean by that? Masculine is the features that usually is quite rounded, which means that your eyes, your nose, and then your face shape, right? And then your lips is quite fuller. So it's considered that is a masculine, right? I'm sorry, feminine. But for masculine, people like me, that's if I'm wearing that, I'm more towards the masculine features. Why do I say that? Okay, for example, this is the scarf, right? If I wear it to me, so is this more feminine? This is more flattering in me, or right? This is more flattering in me, or this? You see this curvy, and polka dot, right? So this is, which one is more? Which is more flattering in me, right? I would say this is the print and color, the print and pattern that is suitable for me, right? Because like me, I'm wearing the line with a straight line, all this, the Aztec design is more harmonize my features, right? For those who have quite fuller features, if you can go with a quite curvy kind of line like this, right? So it will be more enhancing to your features as well. All right, make sure that another thing is for ladies, right? If you are wearing that, even the tudung or the scarf, the most important thing is you must know that your skin textures as well, because the skin texture is very related to the fabric that you are choosing, right? So the fabric that you're choosing, we have the shine surface, right? So you must make sure that the surface is actually compatible with your skin textures as well, right? So just imagine that like a TV show that, you know, the entertainment, the advertisement for this hair shampoo. Do you see that the model always wear something that is very silky colors, and very shining sheen colors of the dressing, right? And then the hair usually is very smooth and very sheen and shine, right? So that will have the interrelated, right? So you will have all those unity harmonized as well, right? So some people that the skin texture, they have the most suitable for the matte colors, matte texture. What do I mean by that? Okay, so you look at this texture is actually the matte texture, and can you see that, right? And when I turn to another side, you will see that this is the sheen, right? It's more sheen texture. So for the people that their skin is very nice and very fine, and they can wear smooth, they can wear the sheen texture. All right. So for those that texture not very good, right? They can wear something that matte texture fabric. All right. So this is some of the tips that you can apply for the ladies who are wearing tudung as well, or the scarf as well. And then the other thing is for ladies who are wearing tudung, right? So if you are wearing that the tudung, you want to choose the colors that is harmonized to you, right? So the colors that they can see you, that your features, are not the colors that see the tudung first, right? Because you want people to look at you first rather than the prints and patterns, because people don't know where to look at you. It's too messy everywhere, right? So you need to be able to know the prints and pattern is suitable for you. All right. So with that, any more questions that I can? Those how about those wearing the spec? You mean the spectacle? Yes, spectacle also another thing that is very important. You must know that your face shape, right? To determine the spectacle, that the shape that you are wearing, are choosing. And also that you must know that the colors, and now we go back to the fundamental of colors again. The colors that is suitable for you, right? To choose the spectacle frame as well. Some people, they will choose the wrong frame, right? Then you will not they are not flattering them. You will only look at the frame as well, right? Only focus on the frame. So you want people to look at your eyes, right? And then the colors for the frame is suitable for you, right? Shall we have a practical sessions for her to? All right. Okay. So the practical sessions, if you're interested, you can contact me later on, right, for further discussions to know about this color analysis. And because for men, usually now I'm coming to men, right? The tie beside the tie, right? And then you must be able to know that the shirts that you are choosing, right? Whether is it fitting to you, and then the body shape as well. These are the things that is very important. Oh yeah, one more thing for men. I'm going to give you another tips, right? For the collar, right? Off the rack, you can see so many different kind of this collar, right? The shape, what do I mean, right? So we have a pointy, very sharp, right, of the collar, or you have a straight collar. So for those that who have a face shape that is very rectangle or oblong, right? I would prefer that the man go with slightly wider, that means a straight collar, instead of wearing a slim and pointy collar, because they will even elongate more of your face shape, right? You want to proportionate your face shape to look a bit rounded, right? So you can choose that. Whereas for the men that who are quite, what do I say? The neck is quite short, right? And then you need to choose something that is quite pointy, the collar. And how do you know that your collar, your neck is shorter or longer or just nice? Just by using the 4 fingers here, right? Put under your chin. And then here, look at your last finger, right? So see where the fingers landed. If the fingers is landed at, this is what our hollow, right? We have a curvy side here, hollow. So if the 4th finger is above the hollow here, the curvy area here, so which means that you have a longer neck, right? If you have a shorter neck, which means that the 4 fingers also cannot cover, then you looks very short, right? So that will be the shorter neck, right? So that's the tips that for the gentlemen. When you go and buy some your shirts, right? You need to know all this, right? So you will elongate and you will proportionate your face shape as well, right? So, and of course there are so many things that we can talk about to share about, like for the men's shirts, how do you buy to the appropriate outfits, right, to suit your size, right? And then also that the colors and the fabric and the pants and the belt and the shoe, right? All this we actually, as a trained image consultant, my job is to deliver all these messages and also do a sharing with everyone. Okay, so share about, okay, talk about my background, right? That's where that I used to what do you call that? I'm a personal image consultant as well, which means that I bring the people to go for these personal shoppings as well, right? So that's that's to help people to manage their wardrobe as well. All right. So any more questions?
We have 2 questions. One, does skin color affect the color selection and how? First question.
Okay, skin color, right? So of course that everybody have a different skin tone, right? So you need to know that your skin colors, that whether you are more tan, for example, like the Korean or the Japanese, they're usually quite fair, right? As compared to Malaysian, like like us, right? So we have to know that the skin tone to mix and match with the colors, suitable colors, right? Does it answer your questions? Can you hear me? Is it lagging?
It's
Dato,
clear.
what is it's clear. All right.
We have
What is the
another
second
question. Based on the tips on how I'm a warm color person, but I like purple, how to reconcile?
All right. You see, for example, purple. Let me show you purple. We have so many different kind of purples to the plums colors, right? Purple, blue, blue, violets, base purple until all this the pinkish color, right? So you must know that your value, your intensity. That's to select the right purple. For example, like me, I am winter, right? I'm a winter. So as you can see here, the purple colors is very strong, right? I can carry this out of purple. Okay, as for the spring person, which is a warm color person, right? You can choose something the purple, which is lighter purple, which is a yellow based undertone as compared to, as you can see, right? These two, right? So this is the winter purple, and this is the spring winter purple. So you will see the difference, right? So you have, because as a trained image consultant, we train the one look, we know that this is a warm purple or the cool purple, right? So it's, you still need to go through the color analysis, proper color analysis to find out that your actual colors, right? Does it answer your question?
Next question, there's one question. Does height play a role to choose pattern for our outfit design? Example, small or big design?
Yes, of course. Right. For example, what do I mean? You see, when a petite person usually the height is 162 cm and below. Right. So for ladies, I'm talking about ladies as example. Right. So that's, you must know that if you are the petite person like me, I'm only 158 cm only. So I have to wear something that the prints and pattern is not very big. Right. What do I mean by big? Right. You can use this as the measurements. This is our fist, right? As a measurements that for your prints and patterns that you want to choose, right? So as long as the prints and pattern is bigger than this size, right? So it's considered very big already, right? Another tips is if I'm wearing the Aztec, you see the line here, right? So this is the patterns that the prints and patterns for the petite people, right? So try to find a dense print, not a spread print like here and there, right? For example, okay, this will be quite big for me, right? If you see that, right? I have to choose something that is smaller, which is the line smaller like this, right? You can see that the print and pattern is smaller and the dense print is quite close to each other. That will be the perfect for the petite person, right? So of course for the average size height person, you can wear something slightly bigger, right? As use this the fist size as a guide, right? Okay, and then the other thing is if you are talking about the height, right? So the height also very important. That's related to your body shape, right? Your body proportions. Some people, their body shape, right? The upper torso is shorter and then they have longer legs, right? And the other type of person is they have a shorter legs and the longer body. So you need to know that the longer body persons, right? So you want to make it proportionate. So do you think should be tucked in or without tucking in the shirt? Then it will look proportionate. Right? If you have a longer body, then I will advise that you tuck in then the shirts and put up a belt as well. It's very important. Right? So you will create the two columns. Like me, I'm creating a two columns. As you can see that the darker colors at the bottom and lighter on top. Right? But please make sure that if you have a shorter body, the belt that you are choosing, do not choose those belt is very thick. Right? Choose something smaller like what I'm wearing here. Right? So you will proportionate your body. Okay? Does it answer your questions? Where can I get the real name of colors? Real name of colors. All right. All these colors, right? They have a different name, right? As you can see from here, I have a different name. So this one, you have to check it out doing the color analysis that time, right? To get the name because we have thousands and thousands of the different colors. So we need to know that, you know, the colors, the name might be different. The main thing is the color. Is it the right colors for you? Because sometimes you search through the internet, right? You might have a different name of the colors, but the color is the same because different people, different manufacturers, they have a different colors name for that particular colors, even though they look the same, right? Does it answer your questions? Okay, the video, right, recording, this one that's a Humanology will share later on, right? Okay, so with that, any questions? If not, right, okay, I will end my sessions here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your times, right, to listen to these sessions. And please stay safe and stay healthy. All right, I'll see you then. Thank you. I'll pass it back to the Dato and Dr. Vincent. Back to you.
Dato', I think you are muted. Dato'.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah, so sorry. I repeat again. Thank you very much for Michelle for your sharing. So before we end, because this month is a month of Puasa, so that's why it would be great that I share a few books for your leisure reading. So the first book I would like to share is on this book is known as Istiqomah. For this Istiqomah means that the habitual action of a person. So it means that when you want to implement any change in the organization or anything, so actually if you follow the principle by Professor Dr. Hatta, he was the head of psychiatry in HFM before. He also become the what is it called, the owner of the Cybermed University, and now currently he is the chairman for Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka. I knew him because we have the same teacher. We have the same PhD professor actually, which is, I want to recommend another book, which is known as Contemplation. This book is written by Professor Malik Badri, so my previous PhD supervisor. So this book talk about how, as a person, you should and continue to contemplate yourself. And not only that, the last book I would like to recommend, also written by Professor Malik Badri, is known as the Abu Yazid al-Baqi, The Substance of the Soul. This is written by Professor Malik Badri as well. This book talk about how the Prophet during time to promote substance for the soul and others. Is very thin book, so that's why you should, if you can, you should read this book during MCO. I believe that it is a total of 71 pages only, so strongly encourage for that. On top of that, so now I'm just to share with you what we are doing, Humanology is doing. Besides developing the model for the requirement for the trainer, and also we are looking into what are the skills that are needed by the employees after unlock actually. So we are doing data collection currently. Not only that, for our team also, we are looking into this. How do we do the facial facial action coding system? Meaning that because now with MCO, everything, when you do interview, everything you have to go through online. How do you do facial expression to understand the person whether it's lying or not? So this one of the manual that for doing investigation. That's why it's known as the investigation guide over here. So on top of that, so we are coming up with the manual. How do we come up with this is a very thick manual, yeah. So the manual of how do we do the facial expression coding system as well. So all this just to share with you the latest development of it. So I will snap a picture of this that few books and I'll put in the Telegram to share with everybody. Please what is that called? Please join our Telegram. Then on top of that, so by tonight, so I will put the message of the next session for the 30th until 12th of May for the program for the MCO in the Telegram tonight. So please register for the next session. Some of the programs like the leadership, some of the programs like the in the area of the one of the very interesting topic that I see. the government initiative, right? For example, they talk about the incentive of the loan and others. So how we as a normal citizen, how should we handle it and the others? So with this, I still open for Q&A for another 3 more minutes, and we plan to finish by 11:50. So we welcome any question, and also we like to thanks everybody for joining. And also for those personal message me, if I didn't message you, didn't reply you, means I might miss your message. Please send an empty message to me again. I would like to apologize on it. And also please on your mind, and also you can ask question now. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, Asnan here.
Oh yes.
Okay. Thank you for the sharing. This one very good information and very informative actually. But one thing, lambat nak soal sebenarnya. Don't you think that age is part of one of the element in choosing the color, no? Age.
I think I will leave to Michelle to answer this question because I'm not the expert in colors. I myself also wear the wrong colors.
Thank you.
Okay, Michelle, can you please answer? Okay. Michelle still there? I can see the video.
Yes, she's
Michelle?
still there.
I know. Because she's on 2 videos, 2 cameras. That's why she might. Michelle?
She's off already.
She's still there.
Still,
Dr.
still
Vincent,
there.
can you please give a call to Michelle?
Yes.
Donna, thank you. Hock Lim, thank you, David, thank you, Zara. Thank you, Luis. Hope to see you next session. Luis, how do you get the link in Argentina? Have you joined the Telegram? Oh, you live in KL. Okay, that's interesting. I see. You're working at MMC. All right. Okay. Hey, where's Michelle? Oh yes, I haven't sent anything yet. I will get what is it called, Irene to help me to send after the first, because something that I'm tight with some of the project now. So that's why I will remind Irene to remind me, or else I will forget.
Hi, Dato, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Just now, Mr.
Yes.
Who is Mr. Asnan? Is that how to speak your name? Are you still here?
Okay.
Ask a question just now. Where is he? Let me search for. Where is he?
Yeah, I'm here.
What is your question again?
Don't you think that age also part of the element in choosing the color? Age.
So sorry.
Age.
What age?
What about the
Yes.
age?
Yes.
Any
Correct.
comments
Age is
on it?
part of. Yes, the age is a part of the elements of choosing colors as well. For example, that you are in the certain professionals that you need to dress more authoritative, right? More powerful. You need to choose the darker colors. What I mean by darker colors, which is like more on the neutral colors like black, navy blue, right? Dark gray, all these neutral colors, the white, right? To stand out more. And then also that your features as well, your face, right? And the colors, right? That's the combinations of the whole things to look professional. If you are talking about that, the facial, the face is very important as well. You need to take care of your face, right? And take care of the skin as well. That's the effect also. And then the other thing is the colors of the hair as well, right? For the people who have a gray hair, right? So they might want to consider that to go and highlight a little bit more to make it a darker color, right? So not entirely the blackjack, those color, because it must, no matter how, to match your age as well, right? It's very important. right? But again, we have to assess and consider with the details of the color analysis. That will be able to tell you that your eye colors are eyeball colors, right? And your hair colors. That's also part of the considerations for this color analysis to make it the accurate colors for you. Does that answer your question?
Okay, thank you. Thank you
Which
so much.
organization do you from?
Pardon?
Which organization do you from?
Oh, I see. I'm first. Most of my this one is dealing with this community actually.
I see.
But we are doing this construction and power supply for
I
the
see.
state of Sarawak.
Sarawak.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you can private message me. I can link you to the State Secretary, Sekjen of Sarawak, because the Sekjen of Sarawak is my personal friend. He's previously from Mampu. The TKP, Timbalan Ketua Pengarah of Mampu. So he was transferred to Sarawak. So that's why I was always be invited to go to Sarawak, but until now I have no chance to go to Sarawak yet. They told me Sarawak is very interesting. If I go to Sarawak, I have to buy one thing: gardenia bread.
correct.
Okay. So now it's more towards Santai session. I officially close the session. And also again, I want to give credit to Puan Asma, because Puan Asma able to invite also members from MMC. Congratulations, Puan Asma. Thank you very much, Puan Asma. Are you still here, Puan Asma? I think she left. Thank you, Inderjit, from Istana Hotel. And I need to thanks to Indrajit as well, because Indrajit introduced us to Berjaya Hotel as well. So thank you so much. Thank you, Faiza. Thank you, Louise. Please join us. Thank you. I pass back to Dr. Vincent.
Okay, thank you so much for joining today's session, and thank you, Dato, for moderating. Thank you, Michelle. It was a very informative session, very insightful, and at least we know what to do now with our brushing and so on. So for the next session, please stay tuned with us because it will be on the 30th of April. Thank you so much, and I will officially end this session now. Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
it will all be recorded. Don't worry.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Bye bye.
you, Asan. Thank you. Bye bye.